Well, hey everybody, you know what time it is?
Valentine's Day.
It is, that's exactly right. But it's also the time every year we do our top 5 or so Med Supps and kind of give a little quick rundown on it. So here we go. We're going to jump right in. Jeff, ABL.
American Benefit Life. I can't say enough positive things about them because number one, what I love is their quick underwriting. They got the red, the green, and the yellow underwriting. No phone calls, no asking of prescription drugs. Great rates, great incentives with their cash. And then they also have a major trip that I believe is Mexico next year. We're going on a Norway cruise this summer. So they do everything first class. And then they have these little micro contests. Like this weekend, we got 20 or so agents going to Las Vegas on American Benefit Life. So great support from that company, and they just have jumped in there to the marketplace over the last 7-8 years with Capital Life and Liberty Bankers Life, and now with American Benefit Life, and they are fun to work with. John, one of our other favorite companies that is just jumping right out there in the marketplace, and it's a great big company named Ace. Why don't you tell us a little bit about Ace?
Ace, that it really is. You got to ace up your sleeve, but it's Chubb Property and Casualty is the owner, and $200 billion with a B dollar company. So huge A++ rated carrier. And they decided last year that they were getting into the Medicare space, and man, have they. They came in with just super competitive rates. They work with a TPA that we've done business with for years and years in IAS, Insurance Administrative Solutions. We love those guys. They do an outstanding job. And then to top it off, besides great rates, great stability, great TPA, they are giving a cash bonus of $250 for every underwritten app. They did that in the fourth quarter, and they've extended it to do it all through the first quarter. So if you're not appointed with Ace, you really need to give us a call and we'll get you hooked up. And if you are and you haven't gotten going with them yet, you're sure not too late to get in on this extra dough that they're handing out. So
Great.
A lot of huge checks went out for the fourth quarter here. Okay, next one up is Mutual of Omaha. Jeff.
Mutual of Omaha, there's another one that we talk about every year because they're one of the leaders every year. And here they are again. Last August, they retooled their rates for Indiana. We're getting a lot of business out of Indiana. And even the rates that maybe some states that they're not number 1, number 2, they're right there in the hunt. And they just have the process down pat year in and year out. Agents love them. And anytime you're saying the Mutual of Omaha name in the Medicare marketplace, you're not going to go wrong. You're not going to go wrong. And Randy Musil and his team out there in Omaha just know how to take care of agents, and they are always going to be right there at the top of the pack writing Medicare supplement business.
You bet. Mutual of Omaha.
John, let's jump ahead and let's talk about our next one. One of our other favorites that we just are amazed at how they jumped into the marketplace. That's Medico.
Yeah, when you go back, we're doing business with Medico, Mutual Protective, Medico Life back in the 80s. We wrote long-term care. Well, you remember that?
I do. Still do.
Yeah, 3358. But anyway, they have really come on strong in the last year and a half, and between their underwriting, their process, all of their ancillary products. They have a great dental plan. They have a great cancer plan, a hip plan. They're really a well-rounded carrier, and their staff, their support staff of Kelly Rayburn, Mike Gatorna, I think I'm saying that right, and their team, they really help us get it done. Whenever we have a problem, they're right there to help us. So Medico Life, take a good, strong look at them. If you don't have them, and we'll get you set up, guys. All right,
John. We come up to our last one that we're going to feature, and that's Lumico. And they're not last in our.
Yeah, this isn't any certain order.
No certain order. I probably should push them harder because I have found, and you have found, that our agents love them. And anytime your customers love a product or a company, you got to know that they are the ones in the field testing it day in and day out, and we just never get complaints. We only get praises.
Yeah.
And so to say Lumico in the Medicare supplement space, if you're not writing Lumico, don't you think they ought to be?
They should. When you look up the dictionary Lumico, you see consistent, or maybe when you look up consistent, you see Lumico. They're just steady, year in and year out. Their rates stay right in there. Their service is absolutely great.
Yeah, I mean, when you're writing insurance business, you want a carrier that's not going to embarrass you, that's going to be there year in and year out. And they've proven that. They've proven to be the rock steady company that agents love to write, and there's no better advertisement than that.
Yeah.
All right, John, there's several carriers in our barn. I always can compare everything to horses, but we got other horses in our barn, other great carriers that we're really do not want to exclude, but we got the Aetnas of the world, and we got Aflacs of the world, and we just have a whole string of other carriers that...
Allstate, fantastic carrier, great discounts. So we've got them all, right?
Yeah, we have the other carriers that deserve to be mentioned, and obviously are going to be major players in the Medicare space. And hey, go to our website, give us a call. We'd be glad to tell you about all of them in this upcoming year. Great selling.